Hey. Give it a couple of minutes. Hi everyone. It's me. It's been a while with all the technical difficulties I was having in the last Sunday social. Hi Stephanie. Glad you could join us. Hopefully I won't have as many technical difficulties because I've gone old school today, and I'll explain. Hi Shauna, what happened with the last Sunday social? None of my technology would work, so we had to go out and buy stuff, and it was just one thing after another. So hopefully today will go great. So hopefully I won't lose track of all your chats. So if you are joining us, make sure you're logged in and you will be able to join in on the live chat feed. And I'll answer any questions that I can. Do the best I can to answer your questions. So, yay. It's August 5th and it's our live Sunday social where we can chat about all different things, and I have stuff here to show you and go over with you. So let's hope that nothing goes wrong. I've got my trusted water because talking, which I'm very good at, rambling on. So how is everybody on this Sunday? Quite a bunch. So, before we get into all of that, I have to share with you my bargain find that yesterday. We were out shopping yesterday because here in Virginia it's tax-free weekend, back to school stuff. So we went out and got some school supplies, which, oh my God, it's crazy. The stores were crazy. But I did pick up a bargain find, which I'm very happy with. It cost me $2. And I'm always, I collect notebooks and things like that, but I have a thing for like pencil cases and the holders that I can keep my hooks in, keep my pens in, you know, my little knickknacks in. And I found this for $2 yesterday. $2, that's like $1 a bag. And this one is Be a Unicorn bag. And this one is just Rainbow Love Hearts. And I was like, oh my God, $2, I gotta get that. So yeah, my bargain buy. So one's gonna be for my hooks and the other one will be for my markers, stitch markers, tape measures and things. So $2. Woohoo! My husband thought I was going loopy, but hey, who cares what they think? Because I don't. So what have I been doing? What have I been working on? I got my little list that I have to check to make sure I cover everything I wanted to cover. So the big thing this week was watermarking your work, and the reason why I want to bring this to everyone's attention is for a couple of reasons. I know a lot of other groups don't allow members to watermark their pictures when they're posting them to the group because it violates their self-promotion rule. And we do have self-promotion rules in Pippin, but we do encourage and allow watermarking on your work. And there's a couple of reasons for that. And the main reason is over the last couple of, sorry, I'm getting my words out. Over the last couple of months, there's been a really big increase in members, not just Pippin members, but members from other groups. Their photos are being taken and being used to promote third-party sites without permission. And what what I call clickbait sites, and what they're doing is they're taking people's photos and then advertising the pattern. So you will, like, especially Pinterest, which I'll get into because that's another subject. So what they're doing, they're using your photos to advertise and drive sales to their sites. And so what happens is you're scrolling through your internet browser, or you're scrolling through Pinterest, whatever it is. You think, oh, lovely pattern, beautiful colour work. You click on it and you go to this site where it's full of advertising, and then you have to scroll down, here's the pattern, you click that. Then you are redirected to the designer's original site. And what these clickbait sites doing, they want you to click onto their site. So every time you click on their site, their advertisers pay them for the clicks. So basically they're not doing any work. They probably don't even crochet. I would be surprised if they even crochet or knit. So what they're doing, they're taking photos. They're saying, oh, click here for this pattern. And then when you click on their site, they're getting paid. But then you have to click on another site to get the actual pattern. So yeah, they're just making money off your beautiful work. So the way to try and stop this, and there's no way we can eradicate it, because on these sites they don't even have a contact us or, you know, report. You can't even report them to anyone. So the way to try and combat this problem is to put a watermark on your work, on your photos. That way they can't use it. They don't want photos that have your name on it or anything like that. They just want a plain photo that they can use to promote as their own. So that's one of the reasons why on Pippin we allow you to put your watermark on your work. So the watermark can just be your name. It could be your initials. It could be a logo. So, I mean, and there's a lot of different apps that allow you to do it. And the simplest one I use is a photo editor. And there's tons of them. If you use iPad or Android, if you use your tablets. So I use photo editor. I simply open up the app, upload my picture, and then there's always a text option. You click on the text option, you put in your text, do not steal my work, and then you can place it anywhere on your photo, anywhere at all on your photo. If you're not tech savvy and that sounds like a lot to you, then the other thing you can do to watermark your work is simply, when you take a photo of your work, is on a piece of paper, put your name and put it in the center of your work and snap the photo. And there you go, your name's on your photo, so they can't steal it. Yeah, Pinterest. When Pinterest first came out, I was so excited. I loved Pinterest, you know. I had boards for each room in my house that I could save what I wanted to do, like crafts and decorating ideas, and I still use it, but I'm very careful about trying not to pin these clickbait sites. But yeah, Pinterest has got really bad, and it is riddled with these clickbait sites, and they don't have, you can't report them. You can't go on there and report it like on Facebook. If you see a post, you can report it, but on Pinterest you can't. So yeah, it's got to a point where I hardly ever go on it now, and it's such a shame, because it was such a great idea when they first came out. The concept was really, you know, next level, and I did use it a lot, and now I was just like, I'd even see my own work on there, and I'm so shocked that, you know, these sites are using them. And I did track down one when Arizona first come out. I saw one on there and I tracked them down, and I had this big argument with them, you know, remove my work from your site. And they just didn't care. They just didn't care. As long as they're driving traffic to their site, they really don't care, because they're getting paid per person that clicks on that site. They're getting paid for it. So let's start watermarking our work, ladies and gents. Hope there's some gents in here. Let's get that done. Now, I'm not seeing any chat coming up, so please forgive me. Oh yeah, I do. I see chat. Okay, Lindsay uses a free app called Add Watermark. Her problem is remembering to do it. Yeah, I have to admit, I sometimes forget, because I trust my members in Pippin, but and we do, the admin team are very good on it. They, you know, every time someone posts to Pippin, they're, hi Shona. So every time someone posts to Pippin, an admin member will check that post, and if it has a link, they do click on the link to make sure that the link is genuine. If it does go to a clickbait site, they do delete it, and they do not give any explanation why. They're not going to contact you. And I know some members don't realize what they're doing, and some of them are not, so you know, they don't know that they are clickbait sites. And so they do, your admin have been instructed to remove any links that are dodgy like that. So please don't be offended if your post did go. But we just want to keep the chat thread on Pippin clean, so they will remove any clickbait sites. What is that behind me, Cindy? I will show you what's behind me in a moment. We're going to get to that. So that's that watermarking. I got that on my list. Yes, so please watermark your work. Maybe the admin team can help those that forget. They're going to like write a little comments, you know, next time watermark. So get you into the spirit of doing it. Yes, Stephanie, she wants to see. And I'm going to show you all in a little while. So, are you talking about the picture, or are you talking about what's on my mannequin? The next thing on my list to inform you about is the new website is live. Yes, I got it done, and I got it done in record time. I think it took me 2 days. So yeah, that's all done. Looks so much fresh and clean. I had a wonderful lady in the UK doing the new logos for it. And so yeah, she did an amazing job on the logos. We got a fresh new clean look. I tried to streamline things so you don't have to go all over the place to find something. So you'll now see the blog, which will be the regular blog messages I put out. You will see meet the team, so go and check that out, and you'll see all the admin team there listed, their photos, and a little bit about each of them and where they're from and what their goals for 2019 will be. So go look at those. You can also leave, if you want to ask any of the admin team a question, you can either do it on the group, or you can use the contact form on the bottom of the meet the team. We also have in the right hand column, I think, translate. So we Google's translate now. You can translate the pages on the website, because we have a lot of international members, so that is thumbs up for everyone. It doesn't translate the PDF pattern files, but it does translate what's on the blog. What else? Oh, I'm gonna get to the stuff. I'm just gonna make sure I get all the important stuff out. So I think that is good. Website, watermarking. Okay, a couple of things that'll be coming out over the next couple of weeks and into September. A couple of months ago, I was contacted by Yarn Crush, which is a subscription box, and they asked me to be a featured designer on their September box. And so I was very excited, and I said yes. So Yarn Crush does monthly subscription boxes, and I designed two small accessory items for them. And the yarn that will be in the September's box is Madeline Tosh Merino. Beautiful, beautiful yarn. Now I don't have the full skeins because obviously I made my projects from them, but I can give you a quick look at what it's like. The box will contain one full hank of Mad Tosh Merino fingering weight and two mini hanks of the unicorn tails of merino. So these are some of the colors that you might get in September's box. So we have this gorgeous, gorgeous magenta fuchsia. I don't know, it's just gorgeous. And so yeah, some other colors. So yeah, so look out for that if you are into subscription boxes, Yarn Crush. The two designs that I did, I had a bit of a flashback to my youth of growing up in the 80s, and I got permission. I can tell you what I did. I created cocoa sock tops and Winter's Delights hand warmers, and my inspiration came from the movie Fame, and the name Coco obviously is from a character in the movie Fame. And the sock tops, it's not a boot cuff, but it's not a leg warmer. So it's like a leg warmer is ankle to knee, and a boot cuff is a couple of inches. But the Coco sock tops are 9 inches wide, so they are to sit on ankle boots and go mid calf, or they're just like I have them. I don't have them because I had to send them to be photographed. I'm a barefoot girl. I like to be around my house barefoot, but it does get chilly. So they're great for that. They're great for sitting on top of slippers or shoes or ankle boots. So those are those. Okay. So, and then the second pattern that will be in there is Winter's Delight hand warmers, and they're fingerless hand gloves. So that will be coming out in the September's box. The links are in the descriptions below. Sorry for the yarn, the Madeline Tosh and the Yarn Crush. The patterns will be available on my Ravelry account. And here's a bit of a twist to it. Because it was a commission piece, I normally have my patterns for free, but they will have a small price tag to them. But Pippin members will get a discount code once we go live with the patterns, and you'll get a discount code to get a discount. And any proceeds that I make on the two designs will be donated to charity. So a good cause there. The two charities I picked, I had a look at a few. I wanted an international charities because we are an international group, and the two charities I picked was Doctors Without Borders and Days for Girls. Now, we all know about Doctors Without Borders, who go into war-torn countries and areas that have been hit by natural disasters, so great cause. And Days for Girls are for girls that cannot attend school when they have their menstrual cycles because they don't have the products or the sanitary wares to go to school. So Days for Girls provide girls with the knowledge to make sanitary products and also provide them with the products they need so they can attend school year round without having to worry about their menstrual cycles. Anyway, that's that. There'll be more coming out on that once we get closer to the release of the patterns. Okay, you want to know what this is? So this is Coastal Flats, a design that I put together over the last month or so, and it's made, oh, you want to see it, don't you? Let me move out of the way. It is made, it's a cardigan. It's made with Starcraft Special DK, and it's a Runa type, I guess, cardigan. It's very loose fitting, cozy. This is actually the large to extra large size. The pattern will have a small to medium size. I use cream, I use sherbet, aspen, turquoise and empire. And it's done in the alpine stitch, which if you did Arizona, it was a part of the Arizona cow. And some of you were like, don't like this stitch. And some of you was like, oh God, this stitch is so great. And it is, especially when you're just doing, you don't have a clock ticking to get a part done. It's one of those ones that I found that I could just sit back, watch TV and work away at. So it was very quick and easy. Also, there's some ribbon on it, which is great. So yeah, what do you think, ladies? I used 6 balls of the cream, 56 grams of the colours, just over half a ball. And I wore it out yesterday actually, and I got some compliments on it. It was so cozy, and you know, it gets kind of chilly. Okay, I'm gonna be right back because my son is knocking the front door after telling him 1,000 times what's going on, so just bear with me. Oh, do apologise, I'm back. Hey, where are you guys? Hello? Oh, are you all with me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Oh my God, you drive me crazy.
Sorry.
Okay, it seems to be buffering. Yeah. Oh my God, what went wrong? What went wrong? Only me. It was going so well. Oh, we're back. Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Hey, you know, I warned them and I warned them. I booted my husband out. I sent him to his mother's, and I had my little 10-year-old with me, and I warned him. I go, Mummy's going live. Mummy's going live. Keep it down. Keep it quiet. And he locks himself out. We're back. Yeah, so this is Coastal Flats. So look out for that. That will be coming out soon. What else have I been up to? Oh, what am I working on? And that's what I should really do. So I'm working on my temperature scarf, which I'll work on. Just finished this. I am currently also working on, look at the colour changes in this. Oh, got it the wrong way around. What do you think? Like, this is not my design, by the way. This, look at the colour change. It's so gradual. You almost miss it until you're on it. So this is the Indigo Shrug. Links in the description box, and it's made with Little Favorites by Ree Cakes. I posted about this a couple of weeks ago. I had her make me up some custom colours, and this one is Vintage Wine after one of the mood boards that I did. So, and this is 3-ply, and I think there's 1700 meters in this, so I have plenty for the shrug. This colorway I used here is called Sunbeam, and so did it turn out the way I expected? The yarn, we're talking about the yarn. Yes, it's lovely to work with, and especially for the warm months that we are getting, the hot weather. Cotton is the best to work in these humid conditions, and this just glides right through. So, and the pattern is the Indigo Shawl by Lilia Bjorn. It's a paid pattern, that's why I can't work on it while I'm with you. The colour changes on these, the colour changes, oh, so how much were each of those cakes? I think I paid about $20 a cake. And I mean, there's like 1,700 meters here. This is the 3-ply. I did buy a 4-ply. I'm not sure what meterage I got on those. So what you can do, you go on her website, you select the colorway, you can pick what ply you want, 3-ply, 4-ply, 5-ply, whatever, and how many meters you want, and she mixes them up for you. She doesn't have these sitting on a shelf ready to ship out. So once you place your order, she will bake these cakes to your specifications, and then she mails them out. I mean, it adds a couple of extra days onto the mailing, but I ordered these and they came within 10 working days from when she shipped. Took her about, she had a big order when I ordered these, and I ordered 3 cakes at one time. So it took her about 4 days to get the cakes baked up, and then it took 10 working days from shipping to get to me here in Virginia. And for the price, it was great. She also has a monthly cake club as well. So that's Little Favorites by Ree. She has a Facebook page as well, so check her out. So this pattern is the Indigo Shrug by Lilia Bjorn. I hope I'm saying that right. And the color changes is so gradual. It's like she doesn't change the color all at once. What she does, she changes the plot. Like there's 3 strands, and she changes one strand at a time, so you get a gradual fade in. So like this is all white, and then she added 1 grey strand here, then she added 2 grey strands here, and then so on. And I'm on the last repeat on this, and I still have quite a bit left to go to the black. So I'm going to do an extra repeat because my ladies take up a lot of real estate. So I think I need to go a little bit bigger on it. But I'm not worried because like I have all of this here. So that's one thing I've been working on. And then there's I'm knitting. Yay, I'm knitting. My Lingus Shawl by Anna Coates, I believe, is the designer's name. And the yarn I'm using is Starcraft Special Effects, which is being discontinued, unfortunately. But I saw Crafternoon Treats blogger. She made this shawl with this yarn, and it looked great. So going great. Is what a sock yarn. This is a DK yarn. This is a fingering. I mean, it's 3-ply, so it's a lace weight. So yeah, depending on where you are in the world. Susan, I am not a knitter. I wouldn't class myself as a knitter because I've never knitted a whole project. But this is an easy, it's one stitch all the way through mainly. So it's to get my speed up and get my tension right before I move on to other projects. So I don't know if you're aware, we started a Pippin Knit Club, which is being headed up by Michelle Messenger, and she's working on some stuff for us. I'm not going to go greatly into detail, but this is just my practice piece to get me up to speed. Because some of you might remember a post I did, and I did try knitting a while back, and I got so frustrated because the knitting needles I used to use, they would here clank, and they would scratch, and they would squeak, and oh my god, it drove me crazy, absolutely crazy. So I stopped, and I actually knitted a shawl with this yarn, and it drove me that crazy. I frogged it all and crocheted a bag with it. So I quit. I gave up on knitting. And then Michelle told me about these. Now these are Knit Pros, the wooden knitting needles. They're circular, interchangeable. You can change them for different lengths. And these are a godsend. I absolutely love these. I just sit there and I can just go and go with on these things. They are so smooth. It's like slicing warm butter. They are amazing. So thank you for recommending these, Michelle. You like the little click? Sorry, let me take a drink. I do. It's one of my childhood memories is my mum knitting, and you could hear the click, 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 click. But it wasn't even like that. It was like a screech. It was, it sends shivers down my spine when I think about them. I mean, other people find those work great. Okay, so too busy to stitch. I can knit, but husband will kill me if I get another craft project going. Yeah, I know that feeling. So yeah, the tension on those I couldn't get. As soon as I got these through and I started on this, I didn't have any trouble, Cindy. So I mean, it's a preference thing. I don't know, but I love knitting. I love these now, and these are my on the go project. So what else have I been up to? Oh, husband drove me crazy. So yeah, my husband and we have a very loving relationship. We really do, but sometimes he drives me bonkers. Oh my goodness, he drives me bonkers sometimes. So you remember on the last Sunday social we did live, I had a lot of technical difficulties and my husband was about, and he agreed that we could go shopping for some new stuff. So all happy, yay, we went shopping. Yay, I got what I needed. So I brought the stuff home, very excited. I got the external memory drive for the laptop and got it updated. I got the iPad thingy, stand thingy, so I could talk with you guys. I got an extra lens for the iPad because they recommended it on at Best Buy. Best Buy is an big electronics store here. So when I got home, 3 out of the 2 things didn't work. The lens thing didn't work with my, oh, congratulations, 23 years of marriage. So wow, I'm into my, I think 11th year. I have to think then. We got married the year before my son was born, so I had to total that up in my head. So yeah, I got home. The memory drive, external memory drive worked out a treat. Got the laptop updated. The iPad stand didn't fit my iPad. Apparently I didn't have the latest generation of iPad, so that didn't work. And then the lens didn't work. So no worries, I could take them back. I put them in the little bag that I brought them in. I put the receipt inside the bag, and I put them in my spot in the living room, so I knew the next day when we got up and went out, I could just pick up the bag, run by Best Buy and get my money back. So the next day I got up, I went to my little bag, no receipt in the bag. I'm like, first of all, my bag wasn't where I left it. Second of all, I asked the husband and he said he moved it. Fine. Picked it up, no receipt in the bag. So I'm like, where is the receipt? Oh, I don't know. I didn't touch your receipt. Got nothing to do with me. So first of all, red flag, you're being very defensive over where the bag is. So my spider senses went off and I'm like, the receipt was in the bag. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm like, no, this is like $50 worth of technical gear here. I'm taking it back. I want my cash back. And he was like, if it was like $5, fair enough. But without a receipt, I would not get my refund. So I goes, hold on, we're not going anywhere yet. So I'm searching under the couch and I'm searching here, there, and my husband's like, oh, just leave it, just leave it. And I goes, no. I goes, did you throw it out? No, I didn't touch anything. I just moved the bag. I didn't touch anything whatsoever. And I just knew. You know when you just know something, that something's just not adding up, because there was no one in the house apart from us. And, you know, nothing's been done. And so I'm like, did you throw it out when you were cleaning up? No, no, no. Why you always think it's me? Why is it always me? I'm like, well, one, you're being defensive, and two, you're the one that moved the bag. Anyway, so we had already took the trash outside to the bins out on the curb, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not having this. So I go out there and I pull the bag out of the trash, and I'm sitting there and I'm taking out piece by piece into another bag everything that was in the trash. And he's sitting in the car, huffing and puffing. Come on, we gotta go, we gotta go. And I'm like, no, no, I'm not. I'm doing it. And what do I find? I find my receipt in the bag. I ran up to him in the car. I was like, Charlie out of Willy Wonka, the Chocolate Factory, the golden ticket. I waved it in his face. I go, see, I got it, I found it. Yeah, and I got my money back. I took it back to the shop and I got my money back. And he was like, huh, okay, just get in the car, let's go. And I'm like, why can't you just admit that you were wrong, that you did it? You put the receipt in the trash. Why can't you just say that? Oh, sorry, honey, I made a mistake. But no, what is it with men? They can't admit that they did it. They did something wrong. Drove me crazy, absolutely crazy. But you know what? I had a gleeful smile on my face all day that would have put the devil to shame, because I was right, he was wrong, and I used that against him to get what I wanted. So yeah, husbands don't want to admit when they're wrong. I'm not going to go into the whole process of, we just recently bought a new car. Oh. So I'm not even going to go into the rigmarole we went through with the car. I need to get, let's see, my blood pressure's, just talking about that put my blood pressure up. No, did I get a stand in the end? No, I haven't got a stand in the end. That's why we're doing this. It's sort of a stand, I guess. It's a case that stands up, but yes, no, I didn't get a case. And I spoke with someone. They said I can get a mount for the iPad that will fit onto a tripod. Oh, and the other technical thing is, I updated the laptop. I got the external drive. I got all my updates done. Lovely jubbly, working fine. Then I download the software so I can do the tutorial, like downward shots of the tutorial and things like that. And Stephanie from It's Crochet O'Clock has been helping me because she uses that software. But for some reason, my camera's not registering. And Stephanie, I found out why. I need a bigger RAM on my laptop. So I'll need to laptop shop now. Just one thing after another. Yeah. And my husband wonders why I crochet so much and knit so much. It's because they drive me crazy. I need something to, look, I got hair stuck in my crochet. I need something that I can just relax to. So yeah, okay. So that's enough about me and my men. I don't even want to talk about my son because that's just another rising pressure, explode, steam out the ears topic for another day. Yeah, I do need a new computer, but that's going to have to go on the waiting list because they're not cheap. So what's everyone been up to? Why are you all cooking today? We normally talk about food on Sunday Social, and I've just rambled on for half an hour about what's been going on here. So what have you guys been up to? Stephanie's back from her vacation, and we caught up with her shenanigans on her craft and chat on Tuesday night. Such fun. Cooking. Get up, Stephanie, stop being lazy. You were up all night, weren't you? I bet you were up all night filming something great. But I was in bed by 9:30 last night because, as I said, I went school supplies shopping, and that's another subject because okay, too busy to stitch. Had pasta with garlic and bacon bits. Oh god, that sounds yummy. Jenny and Darling are able to chat. Oh, sorry, Jenny. You don't cook on a weekend. Good thinking, Lindsay. I don't cook on a Friday or Saturday, but I do cook on a Sunday. Shona's daughter has potluck with her friends, so didn't have to cook anything today. And Cindy's, the only thing you've done today is go to church. Well, good for you. Me, I am cooking curry. I'm having curry and naans, but I'm not cooking my usual curry from scratch because I don't have time. I normally do a curry that is like over 12 spices and ingredients, but I'm taking it easy on myself today. I brought pre-made curry, so I'm doing that. Soon it's crocheting a, oh sorry. Suzanne is crocheting a capelet for her niece, for her mama's wedding coming up in 2 weeks. Well, congratulations on the wedding. Love weddings. I end up getting dressed up and going out. My husband doesn't cook either. He can cook he can toast a bagel. That's about it. And that's, you know what we have to buy. When if I want my husband to cook me breakfast in bed, I have to buy pre-cooked bacon, because all he can do is toast or bagels and scrambled eggs. I'm not a big scrambled egg fan. I like my eggs sunny side up, but he can only do scrambled. So if I ever want a cooked breakfast, I have to buy pre-cooked bacon, because he can't cook bacon. Yeah, so, and it's not very, my son can cook make better eggs. My 10-year-old makes better scrambled eggs than my husband. I'm really giving my husband a dig today, aren't I? I do love him, but he drives me crazy. So yeah. So what are you all doing? What are you working on? What are you all stitching up? I have to catch, oh, this is my temperature blanket. No, temperature scarf. I did a blanket last year. So this was the beginning of the year. All the way through March, April, May, June and July. See the red, the lipstick here? The lipstick. This is for when it got, I had to write it down, over 83 to 87 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that's like 28 to 30 in Celsius. These, the violet, this is when our temperatures got over 88 Fahrenheit, which is 31 Celsius. Now, I can tell you now, we have had temps go up to, the highest has been 97 degrees. Violet, 97 degrees. That's what this is. That's how hot it's been here. And I know you guys in the UK are getting some really hot temperatures, but you try getting like 35 degrees Celsius. It's crazy hot. Crazy hot. But we've had a lot of rain. We've been lucky that we've had a lot of rain. And I know you guys, a lot of parts of the country and in the UK that haven't had much rain, so your crops are suffering. Let's hope. I'll send you my rain, because we haven't gone 2 days with it being dry. Lindsay's working on Helen Shripton's Nameless for a wedding gift. That's a really good wedding gift. I admire that people that can make big blankets like that for a wedding. You have to, you know, plan ahead for those sort of gifts. I haven't done the Nameless. I did Mandala Madness, which took me almost a year because I had to put it down through the hot summer months. So, and there's a lot of cows coming out soon as well. Darlene, our cow queen, she posts regularly to the group about all the different cows that are coming out. There's I can't remember them now. I know Stephanie just did a video on all the different cows, so maybe check that out. But there's like every week there's a new cow coming out, and I just can't. I still haven't finished my cosmic. So I have that, and I have Dutch Rose still to finish. So the Tree of Life, is that's a shawl, not a blanket, I believe. So that's coming out. Hopscotch. Oh, is it, what is Vanessa's new one coming out? Hollypops. Hollypops. I thought Tree of Life was a shawl, not a blanket. Maybe I'm wrong. So yes, so yeah, I think Vanessa Fishsmith. Yeah, I'm not even going to try and complete that. It's doing Holly Pops. I know, Lindsay, it's stuck in the corner. It's Cosmic is there, and I think I got to part 4, and it's just sitting there because it's really hard to work with acrylic yarn in this humidity. It's like the squeakiness is just like sitting in a rocking chair. Squeak, squeak, squeak. It's just crazy. Vanessa Smith Holly Pops, yes. Anyway, and that's a gorgeous design. There's a lot going on. I go on vacation next week. Oh, the Karoo Vinci Mal Cow make along. Yes, Jen Tyler does some really intricate work on hers. I haven't done any of her designs. I have a few of them in my paid for in my Ravelry account, so but they're for a later date. Because I do, even though I design my own, I do like to work on other designers because I find it relaxing. I don't have to think about it. Someone's already written the pattern. I can just craft away and stitch away. So they are there. The Tree of Life blanket is, you read a book along with it, I'm guessing. There's a book involved. Which is great because, honestly, I love to read, but I haven't read in a long time because I always have this. Can you hear this? It's squeaking. It's squeaking at me and I can't do it. It's driving me crazy. I can't have my yarn talking to me like that unless it's talking to me in a way that inspires my creativity. So I'm going to knit some and hopefully I'm not going to mess this up. Will you all read the book along with it though? The history, oh, okay, so maybe that's what I'm thinking of, the history of trees. It's a read. I knew it was a shawl I was thinking of. So yeah, so I'm guessing it's 2 different curls. Oh, see, Stephanie down with it, she knows. Welcome back, Jenny. Yoo-hoo! She got her chat working. Yeah. Jenny's working a lot. Jenny is an admin for our knit group, but she's also a crocheter and she has a lot of whips. She can put our Sarah to shame. So I am going to knit some without trying to make a mistake. I have a little stitch marker on this side so I know which side I'm working on. I wish I could knit like, when I sit here and knit, ow, I hurt my finger. When I sit here and knit, I feel like I'm my mother. I'm the double of my mum, and I have a picture of me, a photo of me now, and a photo of my mum put side by side. And I am the double of my mother. I am my mother's daughter. And when I'm sitting here knitting, I feel like I'm my mother. I'm like, oh my God, this is just crazy. Because my childhood growing up, my mum knitted knitted. She was a serial knitter. She knitted for everyone in our neighbourhood. So I sit here and I think, I'm just like my mother. Just like my mother. Which is not a bad thing. My mum's a very nice lady. So, I'm knitting. Look at that. You see? No talking, no squeaking to me. And it's just smooth off. So, I can't wait to get to a point where I can start designing knit stuff. I tried continental knitting, where you hold the yarn like you would. Thank you, Stephanie. My mom is amazing. Where you hold the yarn like you hold your yarn for crocheting, and I tried it because I saw Chantal from Fiberific, that's how she knitted, and it looks so much easier and faster and simpler, and I tried it and I just couldn't do it. So I'm going to knit the way I know and how I was taught. But I know a lot of people do continental knitting. So I know a few people in our knit group are doing the Indigo Shawl. So it's weird talking to you all about knitting because this is our first Sunday social where I've included the knit group. You do English like me, Cindy, yeah. The way I was taught. Oh, actually, my mum taught me to knit. But in school in England, we all took textiles as a subject, where the teacher taught us to knit as well when we knitted. And they actually used plarn, which is plastic yarn, where they cut up bags. We did a recycling project where we made things with plarn, which is very fashionable now, I guess. But I always remember that. I was like, I think I was like 13 years old and I was knitting plastic bags. It's amazing. You want to, Susan, recommended for knitting, where you can learn, obviously YouTube. Ask, if you're in our knit club, ask Michelle Messenger, or Michelle, if you're here. We are going to put some links up to help with knitting. But there are a few on there, and I don't know which ones to recommend to you. But we will definitely get that information on the knit group. So, and the links are in the description. So click in and join, and we have Jenny, we have Hayley, and we have Shauna, and we have Michelle, who are there to help with any questions regarding knitting in the knit group. So, and they have years of experience, not like me. So you can't hear. I love these knit pros. I've actually ordered some others. I ordered the starter kit from Wool Warehouse, like $20, and you get the 4mm, the 5mm, and 6mm. You get 3 different lengths of circular cord, and you get the bits and pieces. So, but yeah, I absolutely love these. Really got me excited again to knit. So yeah, I'm so excited. I really want to finish my Indigo shrug, because I only have like 1 repeat left, but because it's a paid pattern, I don't want to get in any trouble by doing that on the video with you guys, because, you know, I don't want to break any copyright laws or anything like that. I don't have permission to work on it in front of you. So yeah, I think we could talk about. So what are we? We just. I try to be, Stephanie, I try to be a good person. I'm a big believer in karma and putting good out in the world, and good will come to you. So, and I say that to my husband, because that's why things never work out for you, right? You always have trouble with things because you don't put enough good karma out there. He laughs at me. But I'm teaching my son to be calm, to put out good karma. Happy vibes, good vibes. No negativity. I'm just going to keep going. I got it. I got it. I think I got it. The one thing about knitting that really scares me is with crochet, if I see a mistake, I know how to fix it. With knitting, if I make a mistake, I haven't got a clue how to fix it, how to frog back and whatnot. So I'm just like, with every stitch, I'm just praying that, you know, nothing goes wrong. And it'll come with me with time. Like with any new project or craft that you learn by your mistakes. Yes, Jenny, I'm trying my hardest not to drop a stitch. Don't drop a stitch. Though I don't think in this pattern it will show up terribly. But poor Sarah. Sarah dropped a stitch and she frogged the whole thing. Crafternoon Treats did a little podcast on this shawl and shows you how to make it. I know it's not the full pattern, but she did a little podcast which included some of this. And I thank her because she's the one that inspired me to do this. Oh, pardon me. So I ordered yarn this week. More yarn. I had to try the Starcraft Life Changes in DK. Have you all seen it? The gradient on it? I ordered the roses. Oh, it's beautiful. It looks beautiful. I haven't got it yet. I even paid for DHL delivery because I want it and I want it now. So I don't have to wait that long. So I'm waiting for that to come and I'm really excited because it looks gorgeous. It's a wool acrylic mix, I believe, and it's got this like gradual cream to rose colour. It's beautiful, so I'm excited to get that. We are almost up with our hour, ladies, because I don't think there's any gentlemen here. But yes, let's see. I gotta remember to keep lifting it on. Oh, got it. So I won't be live next week for the Sunday social because I'll be on vacation. I'm going to a little beach town harbour area, so I'm not going to be here for that, but I will be back the week after and I'll tell you all about my vacation, and I'll have a moan about one of my boys. I'm guessing it's going to be Lucian because we'll be gearing up going back to school and he's not looking forward to that. He's late nights, so he has to get back onto a sleep schedule. And you know, he's not looking forward to homework. So we need a couple of weeks to get preparation done for that, get him all mentally there, ready for school, because the summer is the summer and I just let him have fun. We don't do homework or extra studies in the summer. We try to include some educational trips and things like that, but you know, summer is summer, and you know, I didn't do any summer school work growing up, so we're going to let him have some fun as long as his grades are still up. He's had fun all summer, so it's going to take a couple of weeks for us to get him back into a school schedule routine, back to making school lunches and whatnot. So that'll be the fun stuff. It's so peaceful here. So quiet and peaceful. And I'm trying to sit. Susan's gone somewhere. Where have you gone, Susan? Come back. I do. I feel like my mother knitting. My sisters will make fun of me. You're just like Mum. Has anyone been on vacation? Are you going on vacation? We always go on vacation towards the end of the summer when he's just going back to school. And then we'll do the whole school stuff, which I will talk about because I back to school. It's mental here. It is. It's just so the school system here is so different from the school system I'm used to growing up in the UK. So, and every year it's still kind of pisses me off sometimes, if I'm truthful, what we do. But that's another post. That's a whole different subject. School supplies. The only thing we had to deal with was uniforms. You know, we didn't have to have school supplies. We just made sure we had our pencil case with our pens and pencils in, and we had the correct uniform, and that was it. My son is telling me, it's time, it's time. One row done. Well, I thank you all for joining us, and we will be back in 2 weeks' time. We will want to come say hi. Sure. Here's my little stop hiding. Here's my little buttercup, my honey butt.
Hello.
So yeah, we will be back in 2 weeks for another live Sunday social. I don't know what we will discuss. I'll see what sort of trends are going on in the group stuff. We will discuss some stuff, and I'll find a topic, live topic to talk about, and we'll find a craft topic to talk about. They're all saying hi to you. Yes, my life. My honey butt. Hi, sugar pie. Ooh, Connie called you sugar pie. I get shy. Okay. On the next Sunday social. See you later, ladies.